Congress's Nasir Hussain. We also have JDS's Tanveer Ahmed joining us on the phone line. But Mr. Nasir Hussain, here we're looking at the Supreme Court hearing the petition filed by many of those hijab girls who are insisting that they want to wear a hijab inside college campus. The government of Karnataka, the Solicitor General representing the state, has said in court that this is all orchestrated by the PFI. The PFI has instigated these girls to file a petition, to come out with these large-scale protests. And this never was a situation before 2021. It's all in the last year that the PFI has managed to influence these young girls and insist on wearing the hijab inside these institutions. How would you take this statement that's been presented in court by the Karnataka government?
See, I want to make 3 to 4 points on this. One, I think whoever has made statement in the Supreme Court that hijab or wearing a scarf by young girls was not a practice earlier, this is a completely wrong statement. I have studied in public schools. I have studied in colleges in Karnataka till my MA. From first standard to my MA, I studied in Karnataka. Everywhere, young girls used to wear scarves. Not all girls. Some girls who prefer to wear scarf used to wear scarf. So saying that nobody wore hijab, what they wear in the colleges, that is called a scarf on the head, was not worn earlier is a completely false statement. One. Two, there are two aspects to this entire controversy. One is whether the students have a right to wear their religious symbols or not. If they have a right to wear their religious symbols, will the students of all communities be permitted to wear their use their religious practices, especially the dress? All students of all the communities will be barred from wearing these religious clothing. This is point number 2. Point number 3, on the violence part, I think violence part should be segregated from the permission or the legal aspect of it, whether they can wear or not wear. So the whole question is whether the Muslim girls who want to wear scarf on their head in the classroom will be allowed to wear or not on par with the other students of other communities, like the Sikhs wearing turbans or the Christians wearing a cross on their
turban and the hijab, there's a huge demarcation which was established in the Karnataka High Court that said wearing the hijab is not an essential religious practice.
Nabila, that is according to Karnataka High Court. Let us see what Supreme Court will say. So that's what I'm saying. There's two aspects. One is the legal aspect and the violence part of it. In the violence part of it, the state government completely failed to stop the violence. The provocation was made from both the sides, whether it is PFI and SDP on one side, it was the right-wing organizations supporting the BJP government in Karnataka on the other side, including the BJP ministers and leaders made provocative statements and incited violence during the entire hijab controversy. There, the government...
Right, but a quick word from you. Do you agree that the PFI has had huge involvement? The Campus Front of India have been openly backing. In fact, they were managing their pressers, their press briefings. It was quite out in the open. I was there myself on ground covering it extensively. The Campus Front of India were fronting those.
Nabila, why are you not mentioning on the other side? I know that everyone knows that PFI and SFI was there on the one side. On the other side, who were those leaders who were backing the students by wearing saffron shawls in their necks to go to the colleges? Who were inciting those students? In the BJP minister, Mr. Katil, Mysore MP, Mr. Simha, BJP MLA, Mr. Yatnal, don't you C.T. Ravi, don't you remember that all these people made huge provocative
So Mr. Hussain, you're saying, so what you're trying to say is that on one hand, you have the hijab girls probably backed by the PFI and the Campus Front of India. On the other, you had the saffron-clad students who are protesting extensively, who are all backed by the BJP. That's your take. All right, stay with us.
Nabila, my point is very simple. The violence part of it and the incitement part of it should be dealt separately. But legally, the main moot question is whether the Muslim girls can use hijab or scarf in the schools and colleges on par with the students of other religious communities who wear
All right.
kumkum, who wear a cross,
Got that
who wear
point.
turban. That
Mr.
is the
Hussain,
constitutional point that has to be debated in the court. The violence what can be taken up by the law and order maintaining agency in the state.